Today we are going to introduce our unit study on botany. Does anybody know what botany is, the study of?
Is that like German?
No, it's not German.
Is it seeds?
Close. It has to do with seeds.
Plants.
Plants. Good. Botany is the study of plants. And so to start, we are going to read this book, The Tiny Seed by Eric Carle. Does anybody else know what else Eric Carle? Yes.
Eric Carle.
What else did he write? What other book? What kind of looks like this?
Oh, the caterpillar.
Yes, The Hungry Caterpillar. He wrote and drew that book as well. And so to get us ready for our botany, I gave you a handout, and it is a conifer seed, like a pine tree, right? And how that seed grows into a plant. So you can color that silently as you listen. We will be looking through this book. See, it's very much like The Hungry Caterpillar. And we're going to be talking about the journey of a seed, okay?
Okay.
All right, Eric Carle, The Tiny Seed. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they going? One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up, up it goes. It flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns, and the others sail on with the wind. But the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. One seed drifts down onto the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low. There he is. But the wind pushes it on with the others. Finally, the wind stops, and the seeds gently fall on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed, but the tiny seed is not eaten. Here it is. It is so small, the bird does not see it. Now, it is winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch. But the tiny seed lies very still, and the mouse does not see it. Now it is spring. After a few months, the snow is melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by, the sun shines, rain falls, the seeds grow so round and full, they start to burst a little. Do you see this part on your handout?
Yeah.
You see this part as they sprout? The sun, now they are not seeds anymore, they are plants. First they send what down into the earth?
Water.
No. What part of the plant collects the water?
Dirt. The roots.
Roots, good. There's another plant that grows much faster than the new little plant. It's a big fat weed. It takes all the sunlight and rain away from the small new plants, and that little plant dies. But the tiny seed has not begun to grow yet. It'll be too late. Hurry. But finally, it does start to grow into a plant. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun in springtime. One child doesn't see the plants as he runs along, and he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. And before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud, and now a flower. But what's happening? First, there are footsteps. Then a shadow looms over them. Then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. And the boy has picked the flower to give to a friend. It is summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It goes on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it. It has many leaves and grows taller and taller. It grows taller than the people, taller than the trees, taller than the houses, and now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower they've ever seen. It is a giant flower. All summer long, the birds and bees and butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Now it is autumn again. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower's seed pod opens. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. The end.
Yay!
So, from this book, what is the purpose of the flower of the seed? Is it to grow a flower?
Yes.
But also
To
what?
help the plants and then make more plants.
Yes, to get to a seeding, to get to where it's seeding, right? To go past a flower to where it spreads more seeds so the plant can grow more plants, right? But what are some of the dangers from this book that keeps the seed from growing? Just shout them out.
Birds, mouses.
Birds, yes. Mice.
Snowy mountains.
Snowy mountains. Too cold. Too
Hot.
hot.
The sun.
The sun. There's a lot of things that could keep a seed from growing, right? That's why it needs to send so many seeds out, right? Yes.
Could the sun actually burn the seeds if they went too high? Like, is that actually physically possible?
I don't know. It might hurt it if they get, because the seed is so small and so delicate, it might hurt it if it gets above a certain temperature. But I don't think it'll burn it up like it showed in the book.
Seeds actually fly in the wind.
Yes, they do. And the conifer seed, like you see here, how it starts and it has like a little wing attached to it. Do you see that? The first seed? What happens if I were to drop that seed from a high place? Would it just fall kerplunk?
No.
What happens because it has like a little wing? Yeah. Yeah, it'll fly, right? That's its design, to help it fly and carry it away from the mother plant so it's not competing with that plant's resources. And when we go into botany, we actually spend a whole week looking at seeds. So this is just a little taste. I hope you guys liked it.
Thank you.